Hello, Tosin Ajayi from Tosin Video Production here with another in the series about how to make good business videos on your phone. In this one, we are going to be talking about framing. And what does that mean? Now, whenever I do this presentation live, I usually ask people, what do they think framing means? What does framing mean to them when they hear the word? And there is a different varied things of, oh, this is what it means, that's what it means, all that sort of stuff. And I'm quite sad that we can't actually have that with right now. I can't actually hear what you say when I ask you what you think framing means. So what I'm going to do is, as I've been doing throughout this series, I've made a previous bunch of videos on my phone, and I'm going to show you a little bit of an explanation of what framing is from the video that I made on my phone. Okay, in all the videos you've seen so far, this is what you've seen. The bit that you can see around me like that, that's the frame. That's what you can see. And framing is all about where you put yourself within that. That's good for people to look at. Now, I've done this almost deliberately, but you can see that it's a bit weird. My chin is round about the bottom of the shot here, which isn't really that great. There's all this space around my head. And if you leave space there, people are going to be looking at the space and not really looking at you. So you're probably looking at that plate above my head and wondering, oh my God, why is that there? What does that mean? Is that an angel? I don't know. But framing is all about where you put yourself, and you have to be careful that you put yourself right. So with something like this, I would think I would much rather be like that. There, my chin's up, my face takes up most of the thing, and you're actually looking at me. I just got to be careful because sometimes people will go like that and put themselves there and trying to give you a video. What you're going to be looking at, you're going to be looking at that. Or put yourself there, you're going to be looking at that. Or put yourself here, you can't even see most of me. Or put yourself like almost off camera. And I've seen things like this where people have done something. There might be somebody else here, but if this person is talking, you need to be able to see their face. So you just need to be careful about framing and where it is you put yourself in the frame. Hopefully that clears it up a little bit and actually helps you. And one thing I would say is, in that video I spoke about how I would much rather be in this, and you might have heard something how I would much rather be in a certain position with your head somewhere where you can actually see space between the chin and all that. And you might have heard about this thing, the law of thirds, that people will talk about it, the law of thirds, and anybody who gets into photography or any kind of image things will start talking about the law of thirds. The way I break this down for people who are just getting into this and might not be wanting to get too technical about it, is just simply that I would try and say that make sure that your eyes are about 2/3 of the way up the frame. So for instance, and I think that's just because our eyes are roughly about 2/3 of the way up a face, so that's what people are used to seeing. So at the moment I've tried to make sure that my eyes are around about 2/3 of the way up what you can see around me. So that was it. The other question I always ask whenever I do this thing live is I ask people, portrait or landscape, which is a bit of the civil war that's happening at the heart of video, online video nowadays, is, oh, portrait or landscape, should you film portrait or landscape? And there's a whole bunch of different things, from people saying, well, shoot portrait because people are going to be watching it on the phone. People going, well, film landscape because, you know, that's what you see on TV. TV looks like landscape. You don't watch TV like that, do you? And you have all these things going on. Once again, I'm sorry, I cannot have that discussion, argument, whatever you want to call it, with you as we do this right now. But what I will, so what I would say, my take on this is that it's not so much what you're filming, it's about where people are going to be watching it. So if you're going to be making things mostly for Instagram, then you know, if it's not even portrait or landscape, you're thinking square. That's what you want square. If you're going to be making things for Facebook or for YouTube, it's different things come up. If you're going to make it for IGTV, you're going to be thinking about using the whole frame of what people can see on a phone. So what I tend to do is I tend to always film in landscape because I find landscape is more versatile. Landscape is more, so this is being filmed in landscape now. I can cut this, I can change this into different formats. I can make it into phone size screen. I can make it into an Instagram square. And I'm going to show you at the moment now a video that I made for a customer that essentially one of them has been done for and is currently up on YouTube and on Facebook, and the other one is on Instagram, and hopefully shows you what I talk about when I talk about landscape being a bit more versatile.
What's the most important thing to you about choosing a removal company to move your family home?
This is a question we ask every customer at Henry & Son.
And that's because we care about what you care about.
Whether it's your family heirloom,
The ashes of a loved one,
your grandma's favourite dinner service,
your grand piano,
or your extensive shoe collection.
we make sure that everything arrives at your new home in the same condition and is put in the right place.
We can even advise you on how to keep these family members safe on removals day.
Whether you need a local straightforward move, a full packing service, dismantling and rebuilding of beds and wardrobes, storage for when you are in between homes, long distance or international relocation.
We are your one-stop shop for stress-free moving. For your free on-site survey, please get in touch. We hope to be moving you very soon, stress-free.
Hope that helps when it talks to her about what you think about framing when you're trying to make a video, when you're trying to film something to put out there. Think about the framing, think about where you put yourself within the frame. I hope that has been helpful. And yes, I think that's about it. If you need to get in touch with me, my details will be on at the end of the video. My details will be underneath in the YouTube description. Please do get in touch if you would like any more, if you have any more questions about this. If you're trying to film yourself and you're finding it a little bit difficult and you would just want somebody to help you talk you through it a little bit more in a little bit more detail, I'll be more than happy to talk to you, more than happy to help you. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. If any of this has been helpful, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel to find out when more videos like this are released. Also, please click on the playlist button on the left to see more videos about how to make good business videos on your phone.